JRPGs. Whether you are a certified enthusiast or an edgy Dark Souls fan, are a genre that a lot of gamers are likely to have an affinity for. This is because JRPGs have played a crucial role in the development of the video game industry. Games like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Legend of Zelda have all helped to establish the exposure of video game culture on a global scale. For some people though, they can be a bit intimidating. For instance, games from the Saga and Shin Megami Tensei series might be challenging for those who are new to the genre. Fortunately, there are plenty of JRPGs that are perfect for beginners. Although some of the games might be difficult to comprehend, there are still several that are straightforward and require minimal explanation. In fact, some JRPGs are designed specifically for novice players. The following games are not only simple to understand, but also widely available on modern consoles. Chrono Trigger. What better way to begin the list than with a timeless classic and one of my personal favorite JRPGs, Chrono Trigger. It is a well-known game that is highly regarded by veteran gamers. This classic game is so polished that it continues to be enjoyed by people of all ages decades after its release. One of the reasons why Chrono Trigger has withstood the test of time is its traditional take on the genre. Its gameplay is straightforward, featuring a level-up system that is easy to grasp for those new to the genre. Moreover, the game's retro-pixelated graphics possess a certain charm that, when combined with its user-friendly gameplay, appeals to both the hardcore enthusiasts and the casual gamers alike. Child of Light. Child of Light is widely praised for its ethereal soundtrack and visuals that feature a watercolor-like art style. This indicates that the developers placed great emphasis on the aesthetics along with the mechanics, and we absolutely adore it. The game's plot revolves around the journey of a young girl named Aurora, who is on a quest to retrieve the sun, moon, and stars. Along the way, she encounters numerous benevolent characters who assist her in achieving her mission. If you're searching for a JRPG that seamlessly blends serious emotions with enjoyment, look no further than Child of Light. Furthermore, it's a straightforward game that can be completed with ease. Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy games are among the most prominent and well-known titles in the JRPG genre. Square Enix's franchise has always been a significant part of the publisher's offerings. Although newer games like the 7 Remake have significantly expanded the series formula compared to its 8 and 16-bit days, Final Fantasy VI remains one of the most accessible games for newcomers. The game features an emotionally engaging and character-driven storyline that follows a revolution against tyranny. It is set in a world that blends high fantasy with steampunk, complemented by straightforward combat and progression systems. Players will lead a group of characters with fixed job systems and traditional turn-based battles. The Pixel Remaster has made Final Fantasy VI even more accessible to players.
I am ready.
Octopath Traveler. Upon its release in 2018, Octopath Traveler appeared to be a rejuvenation of the nostalgia associated with classic 16-bit era JRPGs. Even those unfamiliar with the genre can appreciate the game's stunning lighting system, exquisite pixel art, and seamless blend of 2D and 3D assets. The game's main storyline follows the journey of 8 distinct characters that can be played in any order. The art style is a charming tribute to the past, yet unique in its own right. Additionally, the gameplay is flexible, allowing players to tailor their experience to their preferences.
I'll do my best.
Trials of Mana. The turn-based mechanics and strategic implementation are typically associated with JRPGs. However, Trials of Mana is relatively straightforward despite incorporating strategic elements. Although the game has a real-time combat system, its gameplay is easy to learn due to its uncomplicated combos and predictable enemy movements. Essentially, Trials of Mana is a less complex version of Dark Souls. This isn't necessarily a flaw though. Trials of Mana prioritizes storytelling and character development, making it a captivating game. Sometimes, engaging in mindless hacking and slashing is more enjoyable than studying the game like a college assignment. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch is a JRPG developed by Level 5 and released by Bandai Namco in 2013. The story follows a young boy named Oliver, who embarks on a journey to another world to save a wise sage with a spiritual connection to his mother. He is accompanied by a fairy named Drippy, who initially appears in the form of a doll. The game's battle system is more active, similar to the Tales series. Players navigate the field with their familiars, employing magic to combat foes. With animated sequence by Studio Ghibli, the game not only has easy-to-understand gameplay, but is also visually stunning. The straightforward plot rarely leaves players confused, and the game is rated for everyone, making it ideal for even children. Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 propelled Atlus' series to global popularity and was highly acclaimed as one of the best JRPGs in recent years. The anime art style, which has always been visually appealing, is beautifully showcased in the game as the Phantom Thieves venture through their adversaries' mind dungeons. Combat in Persona 5 is turn-based, but it moves at a brisk and thrilling pace. The Persona system, which is similar to Pokemon's combat loop, adds to the game's excitement. Equally important are the social life simulation elements that allow players to experience everyday life in the game. Persona 5 Royal is an extended re-release with an abundance of additional story content for those looking for an extended gameplay experience.
We're the same grade then.
Pokemon. When it comes to JRPGs that are ideal for beginners, it's impossible to overlook the Pokemon games. If we were able to conquer Pokemon Red and Blue as children, we're confident that as adults, we can breeze through them. Throughout Pokemon games, weak trainers are used to help players build up their Pokemon before taking on significant challenges like gym leaders and boss battles. As a result, players' Pokemon teams are often over-leveled. Once players have mastered the art of matching types, victory is within reach. Exploiting the enemy's Pokemon weaknesses is the key to becoming the champion. Dragon Quest XI. The Dragon Quest games are perhaps the most simplistic JRPG franchise in terms of their gameplay, with the hero in quests that require completion. Players embark on a journey that involves defeating monsters and forming alliances with other characters. Players experience the fundamentals of JRPG adventures, including random encounters, status elements, items, equipment, and special abilities. The Dragon Quest games are highly accessible, with this latest entry being the easiest to navigate and find. Players will undoubtedly become engrossed in the mechanics of JRPGs in no time.
To drag you all the way here on my own.
Final Fantasy IX. In the year 2000, Final Fantasy IX was introduced as a JRPG for the PlayStation. Similar to many Final Fantasy games, the gameplay features an active time battle system in which enemies continue to attack while players decide what to do next. Fortunately, the battle system is uncomplicated, making it easy for players to grasp. The game's plot involves players exploring the world of Gaia to complete a quest. It's relatively straightforward to know what to do next, reducing the likelihood of players getting lost. As players become more familiar with the mechanics, they will discover how to utilize the systems to their advantage. And that's the end of our list for the most beginner-friendly JRPG titles. We hope to have provided inspiration for gamers to explore a genre that has significantly contributed to the video gaming industry. If you're searching for a game series with an exceptional narrative, engaging gameplay, and immersive story building, I highly recommend checking out the legendary Suikoden series.